Good morning, chat. How are we today? Little tired, but not as tired as I was last Sunday. Had a little bit of a migraine this morning, but it seems to have gone away. So yippee, happy to hear that. But yeah, hi. Let's see. Hi, Flaffy. Hi, Yuriksa. I just noticed there's Japanese words. Oh, is it on the, backgrounds and the startup screens? Yeah, there's just some cool assets I purchased for the blah, 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 blah. I swear I can talk. Assets I purchased for doing streaming. Eventually though, I would like to kind of commission my background artists and compositors to make some background stuff of Sierrawasa to have in the background instead, right? But for now, they're great placeholders. Very, very charming, very fun. Yay! Ah, Flaffy says they're working. Ah, it is Sunday, is it not? Well, I hope your day goes well and try to stay as cool as you can in this horrible, horrible heat we have. I have people telling me, oh, it'll cool down in September. Yeah, by the 20th of September. But, you know, haha. So anyways, I am working on assets still, as you guys remember. I was working on drawing the characters so that for each webpage you go to, it puts up a different set of the characters on here. So, yeah. I do want to redraw this one. Not that it really needs a lot, but there's just probably some tweaking just to also make sure it lines up with, you know, sizing and still ink weight and everything as the other ones. And I may just adjust things on it. But yeah. Got little assets for everybody. Yurixel says, I slept 3 hours today and I'm feeling freaky. Help. Man. I am so sorry that you, only got 3 hours of sleep. That is always rough when you have to get through the day. That was kind of me yesterday. I was very groggy. I stayed up too late. I didn't even stay up that late. Like, I stayed up later on, like, last weekend. But, like, you know, bodies, right? The boo window on Psy. Yeah. People love it. I think it's a fun design. I think it's a fun design, but it's definitely the eye candy for people, and, you know, who am I to deny, right? I mean, I deny lots of things, but, like, I guess not in that case. So I always have to, like, do re-sketches of my initial sketches to try and figure out what I was trying to do. Which I've been told many times that doing that is not very good, and I say, it's my method. Is everyone still Rufus on the bio page? Absolutely, because that is the test page, and the website people are actually waiting on me to finish these, assets, but, like, I only have so many hours in the day, and I had to send them an email like, hey, still here, I'm still working on this stuff. It just, unfortunately, I only have a limited window where I can work on these things, and I'm probably going a little bit more crazy on them than I should be going in on them, but, you know, we're getting there, right? But luckily, this stuff is just, like, inking, and then I have to color everything, and we all know how much I love coloring things. I do miss the comic pages. I want to get back to the comic pages, but the website is priority at this moment, especially because I want to have this website done before the pilot drops. So I got a little bit of time, but that time will go by fast, so I need to make sure I kind of kick into gear or stay on, you know, stay on target. I was trying to say stay on topic. No, not that. But yeah, no, everybody is still listed as Rufus on the bio pages at this moment for the temp page. I know it's August. I want spooky music and I want spooky things, so I apologize, but I don't. I'll have to check in with my PNGTUBER modeler and see if my Halloween one, how the progress on that one's going. I don't expect to have the Halloween done in time for Halloween, but, you know, I would like to have it done in time, like, at some point, right? But for now, I don't think it'll be as hard considering it's this model. It's just, I have a hat and I don't have all the digital stuff, but it's still just the eyes, right? Little creatura. And like always, if you are lurking, I appreciate you for hanging out still. If you are in chat, I appreciate you for chatting with me. If you guys have questions about my series, my process, my characters, me, yada yada yada, I'd love to answer them. If you want to tell me about your own stuff, tell me about your day, please go ahead. I love chatting with you guys. You guys keep me company, and you kind of keep me sane to keep working on stuff. Because sometimes my ADHD brain goes elsewhere and I don't know where it goes. So this is kind of the best way for me to keep on track, I say, as then you guys throw tomatoes at me and then I get off track and then I don't have the best ADHD brain, but that's all good. Need money for food. OMG. Yep. This is for the support page. the thoughts are trying to guilt you guys. You don't have to give money, but it does help their story continue. You know what I mean? So. So I'm so used to drawing everyone with 3 fingers that I'd even do it to Yuji, and I always have to like catch myself. Luckily I do, because as soon as I have to do the bandages, I go, where's her other finger? Yoko and Sai, get it! Everyone should be Yoko instead. That would be funny if everyone was Yoko. It's just Rufus happens to be like the first character in the lineup, so that's why they kind of just made his name be continued down the line. Again, it wasn't a my choice, it was they did it just for hey, this is what it's gonna look like kind of thing for me. Everyone wants to be Yoko, but they can't be Yoko because Yoko is Yoko. Absolutely. That's why Yoko stands for you only know one. I shouldn't be drinking Diet Dr. Pepper this early. Where is my water? I will drink that. And yes, it's water in a can. It's liquid death. Mountain water. If I can avoid the plastic bottles, I will. I say as I have fucking Dr. Pepper bottles, but they don't make... They do make it in the can, but Dr. Pepper in a can tastes different. Like, I like the ones in the bottle, and it's my juxtaposition. I hate it. I don't like having all the plastic, but like, Dr. Pepper fountain in a bottle tastes better than a can. Yoko introduces Sai to the business. Oh, he didn't need Yoko to introduce him to the business. He's just a show-off just as much as she is, and if she can do it, he can do it better, and they're gonna try seeing who can get more money. Throw it back. If Yoko throws it back, it's gonna have like the backup beep, 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 like a truck has. The pepper. Yeah, the pepper. It's very much a Texas thing. I do enjoy the pepper. I tried doing Dr. Pepper Zero. That stuff tears up my guts. And luckily Diet Dr. Pepper doesn't taste too bad, so I'm trying to do better. But, you know. Hi, Pax. Welcome in. We're just working on assets today. Sai is nothing to shake. Ah, yes, you're correct. Wide load, yes, yes. I've joked about, like, she changes out her tramp stamp to say wide load, but I still like bliss in a can, and that was a joke. The bliss in a can was a joke that my artist at the time, who was inking the Christmas pages before I had to take over, he had jokingly put a tramp stamp on her and wrote, like, bliss in a can, and I stared at it, and I went, we're keeping that. We're keeping that. We need that. Put it on. Keep it on. We're adding it. So it was a joke that turned into canon. Yoko lotion. If that's a real thing, I don't know it. I do like how these are turning out, though. Because you guys saw me working on that one last time. And we got that. So, like, this one, this should be for the home page. I will redraw this one. But this should be for the home page. This one should be about. This should be the comic. My moment when I can't. This is support. This is cast. I think this is archive. What am I missing? What page am I missing? The mystery page. I don't remember what the page is. I don't remember the page. Oh no. I think there's a screenshot of people on Discord saying that Yoko has a lotion brand and she adds a note to them saying, use this while thinking about me. I think we've made jokes about that of, like, we were looking on, like, these made to order places to make merch, and some places were like, oh, you can make coffee. Some places were like, you can make lotion. And I remember Fishy and Allie joking that we could somehow get the lotion to be like put black dye in it to be like oil, but I was like, that's gonna stain people, and then that's not gonna be good, and it's gonna separate, and like we were joking about that for Yoko. Can't stay for today, you know, work on Sundays. I'll see you on Tuesday. Okay, Pax. Have a good one. What is this page? Home, about, comic, cast, archive, support. Yeah, I don't remember. Oh boy, this is going great. Give me a sec. Let's see if I can find the email. In the meantime, how many of you would buy lotion from Yoko? In fact, how many of you would buy her electrified bath water? It's like putting a toaster in water. Don't do that. That's dangerous. Let's see. Tutorial video. Payment. Okay, let's click it real quick. There we go. Gallery, that's what it was. Spent all that time for that. Good job, me. Yay! Parade for Jax. OMG, no. Why not? Why wouldn't you want Yoko's electrified bathwater? Do you not love her enough? Sounds like you don't love her enough. What am I doing? I don't know. Don't know. I got one of the concept backgrounds as my laptop background. Which one? Also, 44 Games, thank you for the hearts. I really appreciate the support. Yeah, which background is it? Does Yuji smoke or use drugs? I mean, she's a dealer, but maybe she tries to stay away from them. She doesn't do them because she is 14. And it's not something that, like, she ever just has the desire to try. The reason why she peddles it is because Glitch takes care of her, and Glitch tells her what to do, and that is the job that he has her doing. So it's she doesn't do it, and at first she kind of turned her nose up at it until, like, Glitch kind of explained it to her that people take it because they're on really hard times and sometimes they have nothing left in their life, and that's why they turn to it. Without, you know, explaining other things to her, but, you know. But no, she is 14. She does not partake. And if she did, Rufus would be very, very upset and trying to help her out of it. But she does not. It's the one in the alley. I have multiple alleys, so I'm like going and flipping in my head. Most likely it's the pilot alley. think it's the pilot, Allie. Is it purple? Is it like a cool purple and not a warm purple? Yuji, don't do drugs. If you smoke one weed, you'll die! As, like, Sai is just sitting there flying high as a kite. We are only talking about this in entertainment and educational form, Twitch and YouTube. We are not talking about it in any other means. I do not condone it. We are just talking about it for educational purposes. Oh, that's why he wasn't covering his eye the first time. It's because he had his own sign. I forgot about that detail. Let us adjust that. Hi, McDella. Welcome in. How are you? Over on YouTube. Erixal says, girlhood. Hell is a teenage girl. Just girly things. Let me go back up. Erixal says, since the last stream, I've been imagining Yuji and the rest of the girls summoning a demon because they're bored. Oh, that'd be so funny. But the background is a cool purple with a lamp and a torn wanted poster. Ah, yes, that indeed is the pilot, alleyway. Yeah. Sick art, holy moly. Oh, thank you. I have a animation pilot that's in the works that we are trying to get out either at the end of this year or next year. It will also be a comic, and I'm working on assets for the website with the main characters of my sci-fi horror comedy called The Heroes of Tomorrow. If you read the acronym, it's up there in the right-hand corner. Tee-hee, I think I'm funny. And that would be a song. Yuji, sit on the pentagram, we will sacrifice you, lol, whatever. Rufus would be so distressed. Are you girls having fun? Yeah, no, he'd be so distressed seeing his child in the middle. Okay, let's turn off this layer. Turn down this layer. And then give it its own layer. Up, size bald. Put his hair back. Turn this back on, we're not done yet. Oopsie. This layer, yeah. I do love watching, reading my The Heroes of Tomorrow a lot. Yeah. He's bald. Love these images, man. Bald! Get him! They probably paint nails and play games. Absolutely. Genuinely sick stuff. Keep it up, dude. Also, they all look very hot. Yeah, I've been told that a lot, is like everybody in the cast of Thought that are not children are hot. And I was like, okay. Thumbs up. I enjoy making characters. Sir, I need you to put your beard back on. Thank you. Now we can turn that down. But yeah, no, we have a lot of great assets that I've been working on. I think this one's fun. Also this one, poor Rufus. For context, Yoko weighs about the same amount as a car does, just a lot more condensed. And while Rufus does have, like, more of a super strength to him, she's still heavy. It's still lifting a car. And then trying to hold the car like a baby, like a bride. So, poor man. He's doing his best. Yeah, they all look very hot, yeah. Thank you, McDella. Yurik's, broken lonely. Man, hold your horses! I don't think he can. He's already taken off his jacket. And he'd be, like, blaring Careless Whisper on repeat. But at the same time, the DMCA will come get me. They'll kick in my door like FBI style. Nope. Why are you so big? Let's go. Let's see. Broke, maybe, but not lonely when I came in. Yeah, everybody lining up for Psy. Magdala over on YouTube says, I love when my babes, gender neutral, are thick, dense as AF. Not in the dumb way. Okay, so then Rufus is not on your plate, because we love him, but he gets a little bit of a dunce cap. He takes things a little too literally. Yoko's a little bit more thick. Like, I've got other characters that are dense and not in the dunce way. He is a himbo. Whoops, dropped my beard. Yuriksa says, headcanon, Sai and Mukta were theater kids. No, they were not theater kids. Again, you can have this headcanon. Absolutely, you're allowed to have this headcanon. But they were more debate kids because their father wanted them to be politicians. Sai hated it, of course. His eyes are bothering me. No A. Careless Whisper and Kazoo for Sai. I think that Sai and Mukta might share some good silly moments where they were kids. Oh yes, absolutely. They were very close when they were kids before Mukta got sick, or at least ill. Stomach, we ate cereal. You were silly. The stomach's like trying to tell me, hey, we need lunch, we need food. And I'm like, nah, we ate cereal. We're good. Rufus, your eyes are gonna take up the whole stream. Why am I mad at them? Let's erase all of this. I don't like it. We'll come back to him. We'll come back to him and fix him. He's not working today. Let's work on Yoko since she's in the foreground. Flaffy says, if anyone was a theater kid, it would be Yoko. Yoko and Lynn. Yuriksa, how old was Mukta when he got sick and when he recovered? I want to say he got sick. What was it about? I want to say he got sick between ages 11 and 13. Yes, Lynn. Lynn is a theater kid. But Mukta got sick in between the ages of 11 and 13, and spent his time in bed. And Sai was 3 years younger than that, so he was about 8, and he tried to do, he was like 8 or something, 8, 9, during that time, and he tried to take on Mukta's homework, tried to be there for him, just so that Soren wouldn't scold Mukta for being sick and treat him poorly, and, then Mukta got better, but their bonding kind of broke after that because Mukta kind of became the son that Soren wanted over Sai, and then the boys were then pitted against one another because they're like 2-3 years apart from each other. Imagine being mad at your child because he is bed sick. Wouldn't put it past Soren. Would not put it past Soren. And Sai didn't want to have Mukta be ridiculed and scolded and treated poorly. So Sai did what he could to be a good brother, and it kind of backfired on him. Because Soren looked at it as Mukta was even bed sick and was still able to do stuff. So it really backfired on Sai for trying to be a good person. Man, this sucks. Welcome to the Heroes of Tomorrow. Absolutely. Except, like, you have to say it like the Welcome to Jurassic Park and then beady, and that's all I can say because, again, you could still get struck for singing further than that. DMCA is crazy. Yuriksa says, Lynn as a drag queen, maybe. Oh, that man has no problem putting on makeup, doing his nails, dressing up, has absolutely no problem doing any of that. It's just a matter of, Lynn has this issue of he wants to be perfect, and he still thinks he is a twink. He used to be a twink when he was younger, but, like, McDella says, have a great stream, everyone. Gotta go. Subbed and all that stuff. Might come back. Await my return for on the next stream. Maybe. I don't know. Have fun. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for the sub. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye-bye. But yeah, no, Lynn has this habit to where he still thinks he has a twink body. He has not had a twink body, since his early 20s. But boy, does he still think he does. It's as what people call it, I guess, like the death of the twink. Yeah, he very much thinks he is. Very, very, very funny. I love that man, but he is, there's so many problems with him. Bringing up the image of Lynn scrambling on the floor, trying to fit in some tight-ass pants. Yeah, he would, and he would be the type to be like, oh god, what is his name? That's the problem when you have so many characters and you forget names. Luca. He would blame Luca for it, thinking Luca washed his clothes and shrunk them. No, he's a bit of a perfectionist with his body, but at the same time, like, there's, like, a lot of problems with his body, and he's in denial about it. I love Lynn. He's a very messed up character. Again, don't condone what he does, but messed up character. Fun. Silly. I imagine when Mukta and Sai were arguing at home, it was like a scene from Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Objection. That's just them normally fighting. Is the two will bicker with one another, and it will get very heated, but as soon as someone else walks into the room, it really depends on who has walked into the room as to who is going to win this fight. Such as if it is someone that, and even then it kind of always leans in Mukta's favor, because Mukta, as you saw in the Christmas comic, will just go, oh, look, this poor, unshoveled, ugly man, like, unattractive man. Just, won't you guys take pity on him? And he starts to embarrass the hell out of Sai by doing that. Because Sai wants to obtain this image that he's a, badass. That he's a criminal. Like he wants, his mission is he wants to be a crime lord. And when you have someone like Mukta who's like, oh, this poor man, oh, look at this poor baby, it kind of ruins his image, right? So he gets very flustered very easily by that. However, Sai could start bringing up mistakes that Mukta made if Sai chose to, and start getting Mukta very upset. So, I mean, these boys both have arsenal. It's just a matter of, like, Sai has the habit of lying all the time, so who's going to believe him if he even brings up embarrassing things about Mukta? Uno reverse card. Absolutely. Except, like, Sai would probably start to pot of greed. Mukta would get mad. Okay, switching over songs, because this is just turning into ragtime stuff, which, don't mind ragtime, but, like, we could do something else. Be-do-do-do-do. Does Mukta know that his brother is low-key a hoe, as in a utensil? I mean, Mukta isn't a saint. Yes. Yes. Both of them are very much aware that the other is. But Sai can't prove it, and Mukta doesn't want to, like, address it generally, just because Sai will generally go after any adult woman he can, until she is like, hey, I have no interest, and he goes, cool, neat, and leaves. Okay, but I don't think either of them win if Candy is involved, but they will say they won, of course. Oh, 100%. But Candy generally tries not to get involved with it. She will just generally try to leave the room and go elsewhere because Mukta will ask her to, because she knows, oh, they're about to get into a fight. I don't want to be a part of it, and Mukta doesn't want her to be a part of it. And Sai doesn't care either way because he knows she's not going to defend him. So Candy does not like dealing with it. I wasn't flirting with my bodyguard, he was flirting with me. Let's see. He'll have deleted from everything. Mukta gets canceled for flirting with his bodyguard. He'll have deleted, yeah, he'll do everything he can to delete that stuff. I think I got prank called at my work and I ended up trashing food. Boo! That sucks. Can't even keep the food? That blows. I don't know why people do that. Like, that's such a shame. So it's a waste of food too. Do you think Mukta would wear those shirts that have no backs and are held together by chains? Absolutely. He would also, I'm not gonna even say he would, he does also wear those corset vest that you just tighten. I just don't have that outfit designed. He cinches his waist. He cinches his waist because points at the name of the show. Mukta, what are you doing? Serving. Yep. They're both bi, so I mean, she understands. Bro is Vogue. Bro is on magazines for sure. He does get on a lot of magazines. He has fan clubs. Has a lot of people that are definitely fans of him and a lot of people that are not fans of him. Even some citizens on Old Sirawasa in the slums are huge fans of Mukta because he's super attractive, he's young, and he seems like he's gonna help them. But I have to be attractive to both women and men, Candy. Oh, absolutely. Did you not see the maiden art? Yeah, that was interesting, trying to figure out what attire I wanted for him. And then I saw the two outfits that had black and white stripes, but that were very different from each other. And I was like, oh, that's definitely Sai and Mukta style. I had to change up Sai's just a little bit, just because he's not as flamboyant as his brother, Mukta. So I had to like change up that one a little bit, but that's why like they both have stripes, because I was like, I wanted to have that connection. We have to donate to Mukta even though he's rich. Oh, absolutely. People kind of hoping that like, oh, I could be his new partner. I could be the one. And like, people kind of jealous of Candy, people happy for Candy, people wanting to be both, wanting to have both. So it's kind of an interesting pair that these two have on society, because a lot of people love Candy as well. So when you have them as a power couple, kind of interesting how like people look at them. But yeah, no, Mukta is very much favored, very much loved. Because he has a different personality in public. And a lot of people love it. A lot of people hate it. A lot of people hate it, but that maybe when asked, it's just like, I hate all politicians, which good on them, I agree. But there are some people that are just like, he's attractive, therefore he has my vote. I think Candy would be so unserious in front of the camera with Mukta. She would make a peace sign, showing hearts with her hands or dancing silly. Face card never declines. It really depends on the thing, because she could do that, but Mukta would be very unhappy with her later. So it's a... yes, she could do that. Yes, she probably will do that. But there's times to where she won't do it when it's something like super important to Mukta. Because again, they're in a partnership. They're trying to work together, not against each other. And Candy's a little bit more down to earth as well. She tries to be optimistic, but she is a little bit more down to earth than a lot of people take her for. He might be part of the problem, but damn, he can wear some liquid eyeliner. Yeah, yeah. Wasa says, does Mukta really like Candy, or did he notice that Sai was hitting on her, so he wanted to stop him, and when Candy started showing interest, he said, let's go. Candy was not the one who initiated the interest in Mukta. So, Mukta had heard about an activist that was pretty much trying to grow her own garden because there's no other like flowers or plants or vegetation on Sirawasa. She's growing her own garden. She took the old Mara Manor orphanage that had been abandoned since the incident. She cleaned it up head to toe by herself pretty much, and she turned it into not lofts, but like a place to stay for those that society just deemed that they wouldn't miss. So she let them be able to stay there, have them help take care of the building and help, work on it for free stay, as well as like free food, and trying to build like a community out of it, as well as being known as an activist for saving the Plushloos, which was an almost extinct race, and kind of bringing forth a light that, that they were being harvested for toy companies, etc. And so she was an activist, and Mukta knew of her. He kind of rolled his eyes, hearing of her, never really seeing photos. Because again, Candy is she's a lot more down to earth. She's very, she is optimistic, but she is down to earth, so she's not super into photos and getting her image out there and everything. She just kind of likes her peace and trying to take care of, the things around her. And so you have Mukta, who hears that his brother is staying at this place for the homeless and nobody will miss. And he rolls his eyes at his brother just being such a lazy bum that he goes to deal with Sai and try to convince him to come back to Neo Sirawasa. And in that, he meets Candy, and he does find Candy attractive. He's like, oh, you're more attractive than I thought you would be. He starts to talk to her and everything, and then he realizes that she's taking care of the homeless, which he's not super thrilled on, but she's taking care of the homeless, and a lot of the critiques that are against him in his campaigns and such is how callous he is towards those that are homeless. So he's like, oh, I have all these tabloids and things that are against me saying oh, he hates the homeless, he's a terrible man, yada yada yada. So he's like, okay, I can't be that if I have the activist that's taking care of them. Also, everybody seems to be talking about her and talking about me. We'd make the ultimate couple, and we would be good for the tabloids. And so he tries to kind of, hit on her and be like, hey, I think you're very attractive. I would like to take you out. And she doesn't have interest in him at first. She says, I'm sorry, that's very lovely, you're very attractive, but I'm currently busy taking care of the things around me. I'm sorry, I can't do that. And Mukta is not used to people telling him no. He has on occasion, but he's generally not used to people telling him no. So he's just like, okay, well, I think this would be a very good opportunity for you and me. It just cancels itself out, yeah. But he's like, I think this would be a really good opportunity for you and me, because I have all these people saying that I'm this heartless monster that is so callous and everything, and it kind of affects my polls. You, however, you need money to keep this place running. You need money to feed these people here and to keep your mission going, and I can do that for you. I can get these wealthy people to just hand you money. No questions, no loans, no you don't have to worry about anything. You just show up, you look pretty, and their pants, their big old baggy harem pants, chill out. But he's like, you you do this for me, we'll get money for your stuff, and then we'll just be an ultimate power couple and everything. It'll be a partnership more than partners, but we can have some benefits and fun. And Candy is kind of not into it at first, but then she realizes she does need money, and so she agrees to it. So it's kind of an interesting dynamic they have of, they do, oh, there I go. I knocked it out! Son of, okay, it's back. Yeah, there's not really a lot of love there. It's just, it's a partnership. And it sucks for, like, Rufus, who does love Candy, and is like, hey, like, I don't think this is good for you, but, like, if it makes you happy, then I'm not gonna get in the way either. And Candy is just like, I have to do these things. Like, I have to do these things because no one else is going to do it. No one else is gonna take care of these people. So it's very much a partnership. It's not to say Candy doesn't care for Mukta and Mukta doesn't care for her. They do have some moments where they generally try to take care of one another, but it is more of a partnership than it is romantic feelings. But Mukta is truly attracted to Candy. He thinks she's very attractive, and he likes how, you know, her demeanor and everything. He just doesn't like so much that she's hanging out with the poor and, you know, working in the garden and dirt and all that. Man, this is making me sad. I'm sorry. I didn't think it was a sad thing. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Let's go to a different playlist. I didn't mean to make you guys sad. Yet. I know the story's gonna have sad moments, but I didn't mean to make you sad yet. That'd be fun. Tabloids, money. Okay, no. Then take my brother. Okay, never mind. No, it was he doesn't even want Sai to stay there, and Candy doesn't want Sai to stay there. But Sai is stubborn, and it's a whole kind of annoyance for both of them to have Sai staying at this place. I was tricked by a whore and hot folks. I just want people to be okay. Yes. People okay. I nod. You can trust me. I nod. I nod. Yes. People okay. I don't know what else to say. I was tricked by a whore and hot folks. Yeah. I do that. My bad. My stuff sometimes gets a little angsty, and I have to have my writers and other people like pull me back sometimes, and that's okay. So you love each other. Mukta, partnership. I bet it's because it's small. Mukta, leave. Yeah. Jack's here jingling the keys in front of my face to lead me. I didn't touch it! I did touch it. Lead me into the pit trap. Yeah. Yeah. Oops. But here's the thing, is I need you guys to also jingle keys and lead people into the same trap. And then it's like a pyramid scheme. And then they jingle keys and they lure more people. This is what you gotta do, guys. So then, when they're in the trap, when they're in the pit trap, then you get to be on top of that pit trap, right? Headcanon, Sai and Mukta are good at dances, but in different ways. Yeah, yeah. I can definitely say, yeah. Pretty sure both of them had to take, like, ballroom dancing. Sai was not into it. Mukta is. It's just Mukta doesn't like music. But he still does it because a lot of people ooh and ah over it, and he likes the attention. As if I don't have two fan OCs with angsty backstories. True. So, is it you who's actually jingling the keys and be like, look what Jax is making me do? Mukta can dance the tango? Absolutely. Any kind of ballroom dancing, he will be very good at. However, I can guarantee Matthias is seething watching Candy and Mukta dance at many of the galas they attend. Poor Matthias. You're making us sad, Jax. Well, I don't know. It's not very nice of you. I don't... What do you want from me? I don't know. You're asking me questions. I'm answering them. Like, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? Like... These are... Like... They're not good characters, and I'm not meaning like, oh, they're not really well, blah, blah, and maybe they're not. They're in like how they are in my head, but like, man, they got problems, and they're all messy. They're all messy. And that's what I want to talk about. Flappy says, A Rochelle is a nod to society and how they treat children performers. Victor was just a really funny coincidence. Yes. Absolutely, and like... I mean, that's just kind of how it goes, is like characters are designed for like what you want to say, like in the world and such. So you get it. Oh. I need to start the Halloween art. Crap. Man, I gotta get that one going too. Shoot. I just remembered. Okay. I need to get the assets done first, and then I can get... I should be able to. I should be able to. I don't want another, like, 3 days straight working on the frickin' Halloween art like I did last year. Whew, okay, I just had a reminder because you guys were talking about the dancing and Mukta. Since everybody, or not everybody, but people wanted Mukta vampires, so. I need to look at his jacket. Okay. Victor is supposed to be a happily ever after, and then thought came into my mind, and I went, wait, hey, what if he wasn't? Yep. I mean, to be fair, Yuji was never designed with a happy ever after in mind, so. Especially if you consider, like, her origin. No, his hand would still be in the sleeve. It's the... Hi, Gil. Welcome in. How are you over on YouTube? Welcome in. Welcome in. We are just working on website assets today. Flaffy says, only difference is Victor had the buffer on his mother, Yuji didn't, and yet Victor is still kind of messed up. Yep. That's how that goes. my dog is barking. Wonder what she's barking at. I will be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Family seems came over. Doop-a-doo. These moments I gotta remember what his pants look like. Okay, let's see. References. Where do I put them? Oh, the turnaround character sheets are looking good. We're getting there. I'm very, very appreciative of Tilly helping out on that. So again, just one step closer each time, right? Okay. When you live in Sierra-Wasso, you have to have a cool outfit. That's why Rufus looks like a loser. You are correct. You are correct. Rufus will eventually get a new outfit, but his outfit definitely does stand out compared to theirs in the most boring. Because when I was originally designing him before Zombie went and did the lovely redesign for him, which made me realize his collar's wrong. It's this one. Before Zombie did the wonderful redesign for him, his outfit was based off of the 90s denim attire. And I'm sure I said this already on the OC question night. But yeah, his outfit was based off of like where everybody would like, here's the denim jacket and the denim jeans. And he originally had, oh my god, stop. That was me. I hit the cord. He originally had like blue pants and the blue shirt, and it was too much for me, so that's why I gave him khaki, because khaki and the double shirt was very much a Y2K kind of thing as well. But yeah, he does look silly. I need to go fix his collars on almost all of them, because I'm still drawing his old collar on his shirt. What's this one? Because I'm giving him the double layer shirt, but yeah, no, Rufus is supposed to be a loser, though. So, yay! They're all supposed to be losers in different ways, but... Then you have Victor, who needs to blend in, but refuses to change his clothes. Yeah, best of luck, buddy. I love this silly man. It's always fun trying to draw characters from like different angles and such. Such as trying to put Yuji in this kind of angle of her vision being impaired or blocked. And no doubt she is swearing in Russian. I think it's his nose. But I'm excited to get those turnarounds because they have their outfits and hair toggled on and off, so I can just use them to make new outfits on them, kind of like paper dolls. Since I plan to have like outfits change at points. No, it's not every single character that's getting a turnaround, but it's definitely a majority that are in the secret project working on, and obviously kind of main cast people. I just want this website to be done. I want the pilot to be done. I want the website to be done. Later in Victor's story, both Yuji and Ren do chastise Victor for not being inconspicuous, though neither know how he wasn't caught again. Yeah, no kidding. And sold off to the auctioneers. I'm trying to figure out if I want to stream the Halloween piece or if I want to keep it a secret. Kind of want to keep it a secret. Don't know. We'll see. What? Why did you do that? Sorry, I realized I'm being like super quiet. I guess I got into the zone of drawing. Yeah. No, I like drawing their outfits. It does get a little daunting sometimes because like all the little details I gotta remember. But still kind of fun and cathartic. I always liked making kind of weird outfits on characters. I even had like a few friends that made fun of me for that. They're like, that's the one thing you're really known for, is making like these weird outfits on your characters. And I'm like, but I think it's fun. I think it's fun having like these outfits that are just not your everyday outfits you'd see people wearing. Plus, especially like when you're like, oh, I'm considering in case that anybody ever wants to like cosplay them. Like, how do you get them to stand out so it's not just, and this is no shade at Ed's World, but it's not just a character in a hoodie. Because when we did cosplay as Ed's World for a time there, we were thought to be that one anime that has all the twin brothers and everything with the hoodies. We were thought to be Alvin and the Chipmunks. And we were just thought to just be random dudes in hoodies, right? Again, that's not any shade towards Ed's World. It's just what happens when you go with a much more casual outfit. So I wanted to make sure, like, oh, hey, I want this to be an outfit that people are like, oh, that's cool. What's that from? Or, oh, you're from that one thing I like. So, I'm not saying anybody's ever going to cosplay Thought. It'd be cool. But, not saying they're going to, but I like to keep it kind of in mind of if somebody could want to make it a fun outfit that they could wear and could be recognized as. But I think outfits are also really fun. Luckily, I was like never one of those kids though that was like, I want to get into fashion. Because I think my fashion was too weird, and then I realized that there was weird fashion, and I went, damn, I may have missed out. Nah, I hear it's kind of a dog-eat-dog on those. Oh, she doesn't even have the strings there, that's why I gotta redo it. That's why I'm very, very excited for these turnarounds, because then I get to just design outfits for upcoming things. It'll be a pain drawing them in all the different angles, but cosplay, just some dude. Yeah, it sometimes felt that way. Because I cosplayed Little Gideon from Gravity Falls, and I was recognized because of the baby blue suit and the big pompadour. Lots of people loved it. Like, so many people were like spinning on heel and pointing at me going, oh my gosh, Little Gideon. Like, that was so much fun, having that recognition. When in Ed's World, I had fun, like, with my friends and everything and just kind of hanging out with them, but it was like, on rare occasion, people would be like, oh my god, Ed's World, but most of the time, people didn't know who we were. And again, it could be said because, oh, well, it's a toon cartoon, it's not that popular. It's still got some popularity to it, but, you know, like, in the wild, it doesn't stand out, and especially, like, if people design their outfits a little differently, it's still not going to be, like, super noticeable. Plus, it's like hoodies. No one wants to wear hoodies, I say, as I, like, put these characters in, like, thick jackets and everything in the heat, but yeah. I know what the problem is. His head's too big. Yeah, that's better. That's why it was driving me insane. I may ask a friend to redesign Victor's outfit because I suck at outfits. Yeah, no problem with that. I mean, I kind of asked Zami to do the redesigns for the Thought characters because I really liked what, you know, they kind of did for, like, design stuff. It helps to go look up a bunch of references of kind of the attires you do like and want them in. For instance, like, Sai is very much street tech wear. That I wanted him to be in. Which was very much a 2015 kind of attire. Sadly, very short-lived. By the time I realized it was like a thing, it was over and it was like stupid expensive. But yeah, I say like make a mood board or something of like all the different outfits that you like and are inspired or would like to see him in. And that usually does help kind of gander the kind of outfit you want them to be in. Because like eventually I want Rufus to have a bomber jacket just because that fits very much with oh god, what was that one movie called? It was kind of based in like a World of Tomorrow kind of thing. He had a helmet, he had a bomber jacket, and he flew around. I just cannot remember the name offhand. But very much inspired by that kind of idea. So it would be good to do a callback to that. Hi Magnus, welcome in. You came at a terrible time. I just finished up this and I am about to hop off for the day to start cooking for tonight's dinner. But it's always good seeing you. Yeah, so almost all the assets are done. I gotta redraw this just to make sure everything's kind of better. Like just more in line and in character and such. I just made like the line weight. But yeah. thank you guys so much for coming out and hanging out with me. I am gonna start hopping off here, and I should have a stream on Tuesday. I should be feeling fine by then. I'm sorry that I missed out last Tuesdays. But yeah, and again, we'll still be working on assets and such until I can get this website done. But I will catch you guys later. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. Alright, guys. Bye!